That was the first time I've seen you both in action. The way you collaborate and combine your powers. I'm proud of you. Both of you. Do you believe in us now? We can do this. We can defeat the Black Mage. I believe that now. I believe you two can do it. Together. I wish I could see it for myself. Cassius? Why are you see-through? I've already begun to fade. I've spent too long away from the temple. Please, forgive me for doubting you. We have to get him back to the temple. I can never forgive myself for what I've done. Just let me go. He loved you so much he betrayed you? What's that supposed to mean? This is all my fault. I should have cared for the priest as much as I cared for you two. He was my brother. I should have known. No, this isn't your fault. I should have known. From now on, Benedict will locate the goddess teardrops. We must continue. We must prove Cassius wrong. He deserved that much. Cassius taught me how to do his job while you two were out and about. He must have known this was gonna happen. Let's find Cassius' dicing tool. I don't need it or anything, it's just... It was my brother's, and I feel like it should be here. Alpha, Beta, I hope you can forgive Cassius for his ridiculous behavior. From now on, let me guide you in his place. I'll try to do a good job for you. I'm gonna shed every tear I have for my brother, and then I'll never shed another. I promise that to you. Alright. I've got another teardrop located. It's coming from this weird place called Ludibrium. Had a bit of a stalemate ever since we found the third teardrop. Perhaps this one has sensed our urgency. What about the fourth goddess teardrop if it hadn't been for... Tell me about Ludibrium. The city's a big clock tower. The ruler of the area knew that his people were aging rapidly and asked Rena to stop time in the area. The goddess stopped time in a city? Correct, and not without incident. Time there has been shattered into fragments. Not sure how the place is in the mirror world, but it might affect you too. Stopped and broken in time? You ready for this, Beta? I guess. Is this Ludibrium? This looks like the Temple of Time. The flow of time here is distorted. Time is fractured in Ludibrium, right? I wonder if we're in some kind of weird space. I see people over there. Maybe they're priests or something. Huh? The King of Ludibrium has designed all remain as children to achieve eternal happiness. The price for stopping time is more than you know. Time will fragment, splintering into pieces before your very eyes. Who will handle this? We are ready to accept the consequences. Do you think we're getting a glimpse of the past? So that's what the goddess looks like. Space-time is collapsing. Maybe it'll take us back to Ludibrium. Hopefully it doesn't shoot us out into an endless void. This doesn't look like Ludibrium either. The rest of the broken time fragments are supposed to be below the Ludibrium clock tower. Maybe that's where we are? I see a bad guy. Let's take it down. He must have been the gatekeeper. Actually, I think that's a Thanatos. Thanatos? I read about it in a book once. Maybe this is like a hub? One of these doors must lead back to Ludibrium. I wonder if the goddess teardrop is there. We should look for the door with the most time power coming from it. Okay. I can feel it. The goddess teardrop is behind this door. And this should be the one that leads to Ludibrium. Let's go. I don't think this is the town either. I feel like we're getting closer. The goddess teardrop is directly up. The fragments of time here are nearly infinite, as are the gaps in space. Only controllers of time can find the correct path. You finally came for us. No wonder we were feeling so much power. The last two goddess teardrops are twins. They're the real thing. I can feel it. You two have collected the other goddess teardrops, haven't you? Ludibrium. We can explain more there. Grab our hands. We will take you there. Does anyone else think twins are really cool? This must be the town. Can you believe we saw the goddess back there? She was so beautiful. Maybe we could find the goddess in the Maple World. She might be sealed away, but I bet we could just break the seal and rescue her. Maybe. Let's get a move on. I want to know what Hera and Mira are up to. Time is still frozen in this Ludibrium, but they will forever be children, and the clock will never move again. But the Ludibrium and Mirror World is not so fortunate. As time moves forward, and the chance for pieces of time itself to collide with one another becomes greater. We used what power we had to stop time there, but our meager powers will fail if we go with you. Your transcendence? Could you stop time in Ludibrium? We will help you as much as we can. Your transformation in the Maple World will mean the end of the goddess. You really come out swinging with that? Two transcendents cannot exist in one world. This is the choice the goddess made when she created you. She knew the only way to change her future was to end it and let it start anew with you. If at any point a second transcendent of time existed within the same universe, it would be like adding an extra gear to a clock. The clock would cease to move entirely. You need not feel responsible. Perhaps your time in Mirror World was not all that bad. You got to see the goddess. You must eliminate the flow of time in both the past and future to stop it for all of Ludibrium. Go to the tower in the east. It should prove easy for the two of you. Simply talk to the people in town to draw flow of time away from them. I will give you an empty bottle. It will keep the past in place. Us gaining powers means the goddess dies. It just doesn't feel right. What's so important about the Maple World that she'd sacrifice herself to save it? The only thing I cared about is taking down Will. And I guess this black mage too. Let's stop wasting time. We need to take care of Hera's favor. Talk to the citizens inside the East Tower. There should be people here? Have I been doing the wrong thing this whole time? Was I not supposed to kill those things? I was supposed to tame the monsters. Uh-oh. The bottle flows with time. Your trip to the past was successful. The future must be stopped as well. Go to the tower west of Ludibrium. The tower will take you to the future. If you can stop time there, it will stop time for good. Eliminate time cubes? Do you think we'll be like that too? Do you think we'll end up loving the Maple World as much as the goddess did? Who knows? We don't know what she loved about the Maple World. Maybe it's just because she was born there. Wish I felt that way about Mirror World. I want to ask her. Ask her what? What she thought about the Maple World. Pietro said that the goddess would perish when we got to the Maple World. I don't think we're going to get to ask her anything. But, come on. We have a job to do. Oh, sand glass. I feel the future standing still. Alpha, we need to meet the goddess. I already told you, it doesn't work like that. By getting the power to go there, she'll be wiped out. The timing just doesn't work. What if we didn't try to meet her in the Maple World? You want to meet the goddess in the fragmented time space? That might actually work. But how do we find her there?
Oh yeah, one of the
You sounded like you had a plan earlier. I think we can pull this off. Hera and Mara guided us through the fragmented space before. I bet Hera would know how to find the goddess since she has the power of the past. Alpha, you're so smart. Why do you sound surprised when I'm smart? I've always been smart. You don't need to get worked up, Sassmouth. I can find the goddess for you, but traversing the gaps in time will be dangerous. There is no guarantee that we'll find her in any fit shape to talk. The time fragments are unpredictable at best. You could end up at a time where she is in great danger. Do you wish to take that risk? This is the goddess temple. We have to find her before the space closes. I think it's this way. Maple World's history is long and varied. I have been keeping records since time began, and I will continue. Or so I once thought. History itself seems thinner these days. The amount of events to record seems to lessen as time passes. I believe that soon there will be no more history. Goddess, am I mistaken? You are not mistaken, record keeper. That is also the future that I saw. Is Maple World going to end? My own future is set in stone. But what if someone else saw the future? Would it still be the same? Who else but you can see the future? There is only one transcendent of time. Not even the transcendents live forever. History may continue, but those who make that history are always changing. Is this when the goddess perishes? Did you see the goddess of the past? I apologize for the short visit, but the fragments of time are no more than moments. I can take you to another if you wish. Alpha, look. Is that Cassius? It must be in this part, her past. He did serve the goddess after all. Goddess, I am curious. Why us? Why did you choose us to look after your successor? Why would you pick a newbie like me? I can understand you choosing Cassius. I too would like to know. Pieta, your patience and caring heart are what my successor will need to become a kind and benevolent leader. Benedict, you are responsible and bold. No child should be raised without a sense of humor. And Cassius, you are the most devoted priest I have ever seen. I know that you will stop at nothing to keep my successor safe. The three of you will shape the transcendent into a being that the Maple World needs. Which goddess of time did you meet this time? Are you still not satisfied? I don't recommend you continue this. This will be your last trip. You will either meet with the goddess or you won't. But this is the last time. Are you looking for me? I have the answers you seek, though you may not know the questions yet. The path you seek is one written long before your time, written before your conscious mind even had the thought. On the path you currently walk, you are doomed. Burnout, boredom, depression, loneliness, all of these await you should you not change. You can take a step off the path. You've done so before, but only one step. What you will need for this is to shatter the world completely. Shatter time. Shatter fate. It's spooky in here. I've never seen Goddess Temple this dark. Who is that? Arcarian. How unfortunate that you must see me like this. A most unavoidable situation. If only you had accepted the Black Mage's offer, I would not have made this visit. Are you going to invade my dreams and destroy me from the inside? This world needs a transcendent of time. Destroying you would only create another. I'm just going to seal you away into a sweet slumber. And after that, why, my dear goddess, can't you see? That means my plans will work. You needn't worry yourself. This is all according to the Black Mage's will. Now then, shall we end this? Strike! What should I say? Goddess, why are you trying so hard to save the Maple World? Simply because I love it. And I hope that you too will continue to care for it as I did. You know who we are? Every being has the power to change their own future, except for the transcendent of time. Never forget your responsibilities to the Maple World. That's not what I asked. The space is closing already? Any more questions? Our duties are done here now, and that was your last trip. We've enjoyed our work with the goddess. I hope we can continue with you. We'll do our best to meet your expectations. Let's leave. As you wish. It should be all the goddess teardrops. How long have we been at this? Feels like forever. Is it time for us to go to the Maple World? I think so. I don't know exactly what it's going to do to the goddess, but we need to go. I don't think Mirror World is that bad. We might have been imprisoned here, but it really wasn't all that bad. Think of all the people we never would have met. Even you. Well, we would have been one person in the Maple World, which is a really weird thing to think about, but I guess it's not all that bad being split in half. I never have to feel like I'm fighting alone. I'm glad we're together. Alright, no tears now. Let's get moving. Collecting all the goddess teardrops wasn't the end. It's the beginning. It's time to become what we were always meant to be. Let's get back to our temple. You've finally done it! The goddess teardrops are all safe in one place. It's high time you've activated your true powers. With the energy from the goddess teardrops, you should be able to escape the mirror world as a true transcendent. I'll be watching both of you with pride in my heart. Where are we? Is this where the transcendent transformation ceremony thing is supposed to take place? It looks a lot like the Temple of Time, but different. And what is that strange creature over there? Do you think it's friendly? I have a very strong desire to lay on it, but I think it might fight back. Seems like a monster to me. I don't think this is part of the transformation. That monster wasn't even using time power. It's like it came from another world. Hope it wasn't from the Maple World. Let's return to the temple. Keep your chin up. Sure that was just a weird fluke or something. I don't know. I have a weird feeling about all this. You went to the Dusk Temple? Gracious. The temple's located deep within the Temple of Time. It's a place of old gods, transcendents who existed before our reign. That shouldn't have happened. This is most troubling. There should be no monsters in a sacred place. I believe you two need to hurry up and use the goddess teardrops to transcend to your full powers before something terrible happens. Excuse me while I just unlock critical binds. I don't know what caused this bizarre anomaly, but we must try again. I hope it was some sort of interference. Let's not worry about that. Use the goddess teardrop again. This place is bizarre. Alpha? This doesn't look anything like a temple. What's on these screens? Priests? Shadow Knights? I see you found the Mirror World control room. It's good to see you again, 9. Or is it Alpha? Or 0? I can't keep track of your new names at this point. And you must be Beta. Pleased to meet you, though I doubt you remember me. Will, what are you doing here? Where else would I be? I invited you here. I have things to show you. You said this was a control room. You control Mirror World? And so many words. Yes, the Black Mage sealed the Goddess of Time here, and I built this place to manipulate her powers. You used the Goddess to create a prison? Beta, let's cut him in half. Right! Always so quick to violence. Certainly you have some questions you'd like to ask me. Like why your goddess teardrop isn't working. How did you know that? I am the mastermind after all. It is my job to know. And what did the priests tell you? That I split you in half because I feared your amazing powers? That they foiled my plot to steal you both? Simpletons. I will admit to splitting you in half as a measure of convenience. The Black Mage might be able to control a transcendent with ease, but it would require some effort on my part at least. However, you're a fool if you think that was my only reason. If I was so concerned about your power, why wouldn't I just seal you away in slumber, like I did with the goddess Dreamy? Get to the point. I have broken you already. With one of you corrupted, the powers of the time are out of balance, separating you, subjecting you to my influence. It was all part of my plan, you see. As the two of you grew apart, time itself became more and more unstable. Think of it like a tiny crack in the base of a dam. Seems insignificant at first, but eventually the pressure builds, and the mighty stone wall begins to have spiderweb cracks all over it. What I'm saying is that you're already ruined. The two of you can never become a transcendent of time. That's a lie. However, it would still be easy enough for one of you to take up the mantle, so long as there were only one of you. Life as a transcendent, or half a transcendent, would have its advantages. Obviously, you'd have to choose which of you would survive. That is, if you can figure out which one of you is corrupted. You monster! What do you want from us? I want you both alive and unharmed, but you've consistently made the choice to defy me. All I'm offering you now is a chance to return to normality. It's not too late. Wouldn't you both be happier without these terrible destructive memories? Simply submit to me, and I will make it better. Keep your lies. I'll never go back. We can't win this fight, Alpha. We have to leave. No. Escape is a viable option if you're willing to gamble with your lives, but the results could be ugly. With luck, you might even figure the whole thing out right before one of you blows up. I've certainly given you more than your fair share of clues, and it would save me some effort. You know, I've decided to let you go for now. I'd like to see how this plays out. If one of us is corrupted, we'll never become a real transcendent. Was there even a point to all the work we did? Escaping Shadowvale, collecting the goddess teardrops. Came so far, but Will's just... We've been dangling on Will's strings like puppets this whole time. It's just the way it is. One of you was infected by the commander? Or so he says. The commander's words are sure to be full of lies, but there is some truth. Corrupted, you cannot take on the responsibilities. If one of you is corrupted, perhaps sacrificing the corrupted one is the correct choice. Pieta, I'm sorry, but my duty to guide the child of the goddess becoming a transcendent is my only goal. I cannot waver. Goddess was able to face her own destruction when she created you. I must fulfill my duty as well. But it breaks my heart to think of losing either one of you. Please, we must get more information. Visit the Temple of Time. Perhaps the priests there can offer their wisdom. Please find a way. I beg of you both. Welcome to the Goddess Temple. Are you lost? What brings a would-be transcendent to this place? Are you lacking something? I am but a temple keeper, a priest in this place. I'm not qualified to teach you anything. I can tell you who is, though. Speak to the memory keeper. He has observed memory lane for as long as anyone could remember. He surely knows something. Ah, the future transcendent of time. What brings you to our little temple? Have you lost your way? One of us is corrupted by the Black Mage's commander. What can we do to become a transcendent? If only one of you is corrupt, the answer is simple. Destroy the corruption, and the other can flourish. I can help you identify the corruption if you like. Cut the nonsense. We're not doing that. Just tell me if there is another way. There is no other way. You were supposed to be wise. You're not even trying. Alpha, calm down. Are you hearing this? He's not even taking us seriously. We need to listen and figure this out for ourselves. You agree with him? Do you think one of us should die? No, I don't think that. But we need to figure out where the problem is if we're going to fix it. You're right. We're going to beat this. Together. I know we will. Find a way to cleanse ourselves. I'll try to keep calm. Let this frustrating old geezer talk. Will wouldn't have let us get away so easily if there was a way to purify the corruption. He wants us to kill each other. He wants us to suffer. But what should I do? A glimpse into the past might help. Only 3 of them this time. No secret places. Shard of Recollection has so many great memories. When we first met, we've had so many fun adventures. How are we supposed to identify the corrupted one here? This is just us having fun. You have nothing but beautiful memories? And your dark pasts have been overwhelmed by nostalgia for the time you've enjoyed. No love for memory keeper. Huh? Thanks.
You're very welcome.
Probably just leave it here for a while. It will get cold. I'm sorry.
I hope you enjoy it anyways.
Oh, I will enjoy it. We need to go further down the path of time. You know anything about the sorcerer? He spent an entire lifetime trying to find out how to remove his regret. Why don't you ask for his help? Sorcerer? Might as well. Okay. Will said that he already gave us the answer. What are we missing? Eventually we'll figure out who's corrupted. What if it's me? Or even worse, what if it's Alpha? But something has corrupted you. All people make mistakes, so whether they hold on to this regret is a choice that must be made. You two are no different. Perhaps the corruption stems from regret. The memories still cling to your minds. Shard of Regret acquired. Are these our regrets? Arson. I wish I could have saved him earlier. Maybe we could have saved Cassius. Cassius? We've had some bad times in the past. It was always because of decisions we both made. That wasn't corruption. The Road of Regrets revealed nothing. Interesting. Your regrets have been forgiven or taken into you. Your past transgressions have washed away. Can't help you any further, for you have no regrets. Perhaps your answer lies in your forgotten memories, the ones you cannot accept without help. The record keeper has recorded countless memories from ages past. He will guide you to the road of oblivion. Road to oblivion? It hasn't really been that long since we met. Can't imagine we've forgotten anything. Yeah? Sure, a lot has happened, but it hasn't actually been that long since we started. Let's take a look just in case, but I don't think we're gonna get much out of this one. Okay. No one can remember everything. Not even the child of the goddess. Some memories are simply lost to the winds of time. Here we go. This is the Umbra Temple. Where's Beta? I thought I was supposed to see forgotten memories. Is this it? I suppose I should press on. Milo? Why is he here? Is this really my memory? I've never seen Milo here before. Hey, over here. So, this is the Umbra Temple. Scary, huh, 7? 7? My name was 9. Is this before I became 9? Sure is weird here. How come there aren't any darklings? Well, I'm kinda glad for that. I'm not good at hunting darklings like you are. I'm only here for the mission. Do we have to go further? Maybe we should come back with reinforcements. Let's just push through that door on the right. Then we can decide if we need reinforcements. You sure, buddy? I'm not supposed to go in that far. We don't want to disobey orders. We're not disobeying orders, we're just scouting around. It'll help. Okay, fine, but you have to take care of all the heavy lifting and do the paperwork. After that, I don't care. What did you say? I said after that, I don't care. Where are all the darklings? What's going on? I knew it. I went there before. That's why they mess with all my memories. There's dust and spiderwebs everywhere in here. This place is disgusting. Who is that girl? Is she glowing? That's Beta! Hurry up and wake her! This energy is so bizarre. Maybe she's making the darklings. I better destroy her. 7. What are you doing here? This is highly dangerous, you know. Will? You shouldn't be here. What if the darklings attacked? You should get back to town. And yet here you stand, 7, in full knowledge of the danger. You really should stop making me worry. I'm sorry, I was just curious. Curiosity killed the cat, 7. And you don't have 9 lives. What did you hope to find? Well, I've had this strange feeling for a while now, like someone was calling out to me from the temple. Who would call you from inside a dusty old ruin? Could it be this girl? Why is she trapped inside the Umbra Temple? Is she related to the Darklings? Maybe she's the one sending Darklings out into the world. Maybe, but she doesn't seem hostile. What a bore. I suppose there's nothing I can do about instinct. I guess it's time to erase your memories again. What? Don't stand there, run! He just said he's going to erase your memories. Just an old saying from my homeland. Let's get back, 7. You don't want to be concerned about this corrupted creature. Yes, sir. What did Will do to me? And how am I supposed to tell Beta that she's the corrupted one? Forgotten memories are often the most valuable. Did you two find anything? Nothing at all. Alpha? I didn't see anything except the flow of time. Was it like that for you? Yeah. Guess it was just a complete waste of time. We didn't learn anything here. I can't do this. Telling Beta won't help anything. I just need to find a way to purify us. I can tell her afterward. I see. Let's get back to looking. There has to be a way to just cleanse us both, right? All this searching is taking up too much time and energy. Hey, Alpha? Do you think there's another way we could find out who's corrupted? Pieta doesn't know. The Temple of Time was a bust. Maybe we need to focus our efforts on becoming a transcendent and just let the rest work itself out. But no one knows how. We just need to get stronger and work together. We'll keep looking. Keep looking until what? Until we think of something. Before we go, let's go to the Lost Time in the Temple of Time. Why there? I want to tell you something. So, why all the way out here? Alpha, I want you to know something. What is it? Are you upset about something? Did you really see nothing when we went down to the road to Oblivion? Yeah? Why are you asking me that now? Before we met, I was locked up in that temple. It makes sense that I would see nothing. But you were in the Shadow Knights before we met. You had a lot of time to see things, and a lot of time to forget things. Yeah, but I don't forget things, alright? Got this awesome sense of memory where I can just remember everything. You're lying. I'm corrupted, and you know it. Look, I didn't see that, okay? Why are you hesitating? We have a duty to fulfill. The goddess knew what would happen to her. She knew we could save the Maple World from the Black Mage. The goddess put her life on the line for the good of everyone. And I will do the same. So, Alpha, you have to get rid of me. Stop talking like that. I didn't see anything in my forgotten memories. There's no way you're corrupted. Let's just get back to looking for a way to cleanse us both. Are you going to make me kill myself? Don't make me ask you if you have the guts. If I attack, you'll have to defend yourself. Stop it with your nonsense. We have to do this. aren't you finishing me off? Would you cut it out? I'm sorry I knocked you around. I'm corrupted, and you know it. You're just not saying it to me. I know. I saw something in my memories. I'm sorry I lied to you, but what if Will's just playing us? You think it's a trick? What if I'm actually the corrupted one? If you kill yourself now, I'm stuck with no way of being a transcendent. It's exactly the kind of scheme he'd pull. Will's a snake and a liar. We can't go off his word alone. You have to trust me and not him. No more talk of getting rid of each other. We work this out together. You gonna strike me down if I'm the corrupted one? Of course not! Then why were you spouting all that nonsense earlier? We might not have wanted to split in two, but all that time we spent together was no accident. It was what I wanted. I don't know about you, but I'm not at the point where I could even think about hurting you. Me too. Well, that's how you felt then. Why'd you hit me so hard? Just glad you're slow. Last I checked, you and I have one clear enemy. Well, we'll take him down and go to the Maple World, and then we'll rescue the Maple World, just like the goddess wanted. Okay, but let's go get some lunch or something. Fighting you is really hard. Well, that's because I'm stronger than you. But I just put you on the ground. Couldn't you tell I was going easy on you? You're so full of yourself. Do you really think I would only swing my sword that slowly if I actually wanted to win? I asked you to strike me down. Are you capable of making jokes? Sorry, Pieta. We've been thinking about it and we've decided we don't care which one of us is corrupted. Even if we figure out who it is, we can't hurt each other. That's what the bad guys want us to do. If that's the case, then what are you going to do? Did you find another way to become a transcendent? Not really, but I have an idea. We attack Will. Maybe beating him will purify the corruption. And if that doesn't work, who cares? We'll all be safe, and then we can figure out the rest. He's no simple monster. You two really think you can just kill him? No. This is our best chance, though. We're going to fight him, win or lose, and I hope you respect our decision. Seems a foolhardily move on your parts, but I want to believe. I don't want to see anyone sacrificing themselves. But I do have a favor to ask. Please come back alive. Of course. Shadow Rain. I didn't expect both of you to be here, Alpha. You're just full of surprises. The boy I remember was selfish and untrusting. Are you trying to grow up? I don't need to. I'm still the same old me. But now I have Beta. And together, we're more than we could be alone. Adorable. Now tell me why I should even bother talking to you. You don't have the goddess teardrops. Are you hoping to see what happens when an unstable entity attempts to become a transcendent? I'm sure the resulting chaos will be quite amusing. The goddess? She can move? I thought she was sealed away. How could she stay still? She cannot stand by idly while you two incomplete and corrupted beings attempt to steal her power. A shame, really. It won't work. Now close your eyes. I think she's ready to destroy you. You are a coward, Will. I see no reason to get my own hands dirty. We can't fight the goddess, Beta. Rena? How are you? You should be destroying them. It is in my nature to stop corruptions to my own power, even when I am bound by magic of your caliber. It is also my instinct not to harm a child that I have created. That is a mother's instinct. It is far more powerful than the calling of the transcendence. Leave this place, command her. This isn't over. You're all trapped in Mirror World. I am so happy to finally meet you both. However brief our time may be, do not worry yourselves any further. I will cleanse you both of any corruption you may have had. But you must leave Mirror World. You will not be able to become a transcendent until you do. But Pieta said we couldn't leave here until we become a transcendent. How does that work? The Black Mage used my powers to create this world. As long as it exists, I will remain, and I will be the only being with access to the Transcendent of Time's powers. But there can't be two Transcendents of Time. That is correct. So, you'll die. I don't want that, my gentle children. My fate was already decided. Save your sorrow for the world you must protect. The spider will strike soon. You must defeat him and escape this accursed prison. You've both made me so proud. Stay together, my children. The Black Mage is a powerful opponent, and you will need each other to face him. But I know that you will succeed where I have failed. Goodbye, my children. I didn't think I would see you again. And why am I a child? Did you resurrect me? That's a clever trick. Recreating Mirror World as soon as it was destroyed. Because I didn't need to give you my full powers. Sorry we brought you back from the dead. I'm thankful to be alive, even without my powers. It's exciting, isn't it? To start a new life. I've been a transcendent for so long. Well, actually Mirror World was created with your power. It can't exist without you, Rena. And that means you won't be able to go back to the Maple World. But I must ask, are you okay with this? I would think that you would rather see this prison destroyed. It's not such a bad place. I mean, we've had our bad times here, but we've had a lot of good times too. This is kind of like our home world. I don't want it gone. My stubborn children, you must know that you will not be strong enough to face the Black Mage when you return to the Maple World. Well, the people from the Mirror World are really in the Maple World. We'll find new friends. More importantly, there are two of us. There's no way the Black Mage can take us both on. I'm sure you're right in that. Let's go back to the Maple World. Ready? And... well, level 188. This Legion should be S and not double S. Yeah, 12 more levels to get to 200. I think it's time for the ending montage. Gosh, grinding with zero is so satisfying. Zero certainly is interesting. It took a while to finish, but to be fair, I had to bring it up to 200. So it's faster than a normal character to get to 200, but slower than a burning character to get to 200, which is understandable, but it is indeed level 200. Sadly, the link skill is nothing special. You see defense ignore, but I believe the defense ignore doesn't actually work when you give it to other characters, so I'm not too concerned about that. The real prize is in here, in the Legion. Double S0. EXP obtained increased by 10%. And the next prize, 3,000 Legion. So, if I come over here, it's time we talk to Dame Appropriation again. Raise my Legion rank. Claps enthusiastically. Ready for this? It's bigger. We now have a slightly larger Legion grid to work with. And we can assign 5 new members. So, give me a moment while I just figure this out. So now you can see we've filled out even more crit damage, and we're starting to leak down into boss damage. The other option we have is we could leak down into defense ignore, which might be better for me right now. I'll think about that later. So, now we can do the usual stuff for cleaning out a character. Opening these. Actually, wait, I don't need to go free market this time. So I can just open this thing now. Storage keeper. Throw these in here. 171 million. And I think we're good. So, now that we've finished these two, we're actually going to come back with the main. So, I've been level 225 for a while now. And there's been this light bulb above my head. It aims to take me to Arcana. So, we come back with Arcana. Arcana is beautiful. I can't wait to show you what a rock spirit is.